We need to improve the capacity of banks to go towards the needs of the young generation. If we don't understand the young generation, we will lose the train and we will lose the opportunity of changing the world. The initiative wants to create a new value chain where citizens will be more comfortable in entering a bank and have a clear view of what will happen and how they can improve the quality of their house. It should be very clear that improving the quality of their house has a direct impact on the value of the house. So they will save money by making the right investment. That's what we want to achieve. Even people not coming from rich families should have access to a bank loan and be able to renovate their house. That's why in Europe we are trying to make a new initiative, trying to move the entire mortgage industry to support the life of citizens by giving them more resources to renovate their houses. Because the houses are the places where they will grow their families and where they will improve their quality of life. So if the banking sector can help citizens together with the public sector in improving their life, I think the sustainability of the European dream is much deeper rooted in the life of every single citizen. We have in Europe 50 banks that are ready to implement a new strategy. So we are testing new IT system, a new definition that can help the banks to work all together. It's called the test phase. We are asking these 50 banks that they represent 20% of the European GDP to work all together and having a common approach to energy efficiency. We hope that this can help the banks to be coordinated and do more or less the same thing, respecting the national tradition of every single market. We need to educate banks, we need to educate the consumer, we need to educate investors. We need to change the mentality and we have to let people understand the opportunity cost of not taking action. If we are not taking action, our kids will pay the price for this. So only the banks can be at the center of moving millions of people all together, because when you need money, you go to a bank. And if the bank is ready to understand your needs, they will support your effort in improving your house. The mentality of the kids is changing quite importantly, but also the labor market is changing. So most of the young generation are not eligible for mortgages nowadays. We need to think about this. We need to improve the capacity of banks to go towards the needs of the young generation. If we don't understand the young generation, we will lose the train and we will lose the opportunity of changing the world. I think that regulation in Europe will change so radically in the coming years, and it's very important citizens understand that they need to invest in their house isolation as soon as possible, because all the houses that will be low in terms of rating performance, energy rating performance, they will lose a lot of value. So it is important that little by little we help citizens in moving up, starting with changing the windows, changing the heating system, redoing the roof, because most probably if they don't do this, they will lose money in their major investment, which is the house. This is an opportunity for the Spanish mortgage market to link the needs of the consumer to the needs of the investors buying a covered bonds, a securitization. So if the bank will put all the elements in the value chain in a new way, we can really build a new comprehensive value chain, let the needs to the consumer be understood by the investors, and everything will be much more efficient in the value chain, much more convenient for consumer and investors.